his night going. His thumb was tapping on his screen when he felt Mocha's hand sliding down the front of his chest. She wasn't given the chance to get much further than his collarbone before Don had a death grip on one of her wrists. "Bitch, you must want to die." Mocha sucked her teeth and tried to pull her hand free of his grasp, but it wasn't happening. Don squeezed it a little tighter, even twisting it until she whined in pain. "When you see me, do your fucking job and keep it moving." "Let my arm go. I got it." Don applied a little more pressure, this time twisting it harder to one side. When she yelped and dropped a set of keys into his lap, he finally let her go. With no more words spoken, she walked away, nursing her wrist. Don watched her rush to the back corner, where a few niggas he knew from around the hood were sitting. He pushed the keys into the front pocket of his hoodie as he observed her switch back to where she belonged. Mocha was one woman that did too damn much. It had been a tedious task to be cordial to her during their brief alliance, but he'd done it, and he was more than happy that it was finally about to be over. He wasn't surprised when she sat in the lap of the biggest man in the section and held her wrist up to his face as if he was going to do something about it. Her thick lips were moving rapidly as she relayed what had just happened. Don watched and waited. Bishop, a well-known pimp, held her wrist and placed a kiss on it as his pudgy fingers rubbed her back. Like Don knew he would, Bishop looked his way with a grimace. His eyes searched the people around Don until Mocha whispered something in his ear. Finally, Bishop's glare found Don's. Unmoving and unbothered by anything that Bishop could possibly be attempting, Don peered back. The frown that had been there earlier disappeared, and a simple head nod was rendered. Don nodded back before looking away. He hadn't expected anything different. He wasn't to be played with, and even Bishop knew that. He might run them hoes, but he didn't run Don, and that was known. Back in his element, Don leaned back and checked his phone once more. Still nothing. His irritation grew by the second. It was a little after 1 a.m, and his job was scheduled to have been completed by midnight. Don huffed out another ragged breath and stretched his legs in front of him. His hands were resting across his stomach with intertwined fingers when he heard a loud commotion at the door. Accustomed to staying alert, he sat up with the speed of lightning. His hand went to his back, releasing the large Glock 9 that had been secured in the waistband of his jeans. He made sure the silencer was intact before allowing his eyes to scan the crowd where all the noise was coming from. On his feet, sliding further into the darkness he'd just been occupying, Don waited to see what was happening before making any further moves. The bright red exit sign above his head, leading to the unchained door behind him, was the perfect avenue out if things blew out of hand. His seat for the night hadn't been by chance. Don was a thinker, and so was Echo, so anything they planned was bound to run smoothly. In a room full of niggas he knew nothing about, near the exit had been the safest and smartest place to be, for reasons like the one unfolding in front of him. Still unsure of what was going on, or who it was causing the disturbance, Don squinted his eyes, trying to see the faces of the yelling men. With the loud music still playing, and the staggering drunk patrons, it wasn't easy to make out the issue, but Don wouldn't relax until it was revealed. He was squeezing the handle of his gun when he felt his phone vibrating. In a hurry, he pulled it from his pocket and checked the screen. Go was the one-word message he'd been waiting on all night. With the skill and expertise of a trained shooter, Don raised his 9 and aimed it until the red beam attached to it landed on his first target. Phew! Body number 1. Phew!